we're back. We have cut out all of our pieces. We've started to sew some things together, and now I'm standing here with my lovely model. This is a dress form that I bought. It's about my size. I recommend you get one if you are making anything that is for you or for somebody remotely within the same size as you. You probably want to get one. It keeps you from having to like put all this stuff on all the time and pinning yourself. I can pin this and she doesn't budge at all. So you see that I have started to pin onto her what's going to be the bodice of the coat. So I'm only doing this really for to make sure that we're kind of on the right track with the size and stuff. Again, the final alterations that I make to the coat will be when I put it on. But for now, I just want to make sure that everything is, looking the way it's supposed to. I had mentioned in the last video about how you don't really see these things come together until you put it on. So you'll see that these kinds of awkward pieces really do make, a nice fitted kind of coat. So what we're going to be doing in this video is assembling everything. So this is a lot of fun. We cut out the pieces and stuff, like I said. We'll assemble everything here, and then I think I'll do one more installment just to kind of show you what we're going to do with the tails and also with the collar. So if you look at the reference photo, she has this kind of collar that kind of pops out like a ruffle that goes around. And then the tail as well kind of comes down like this. So we'll do that in the next video. This one's going to be strictly about putting the pieces together to make the foundation of the coat itself. So with that, let's get started. All right, so welcome back to the floor. You'll see that I have the it's almost like a vest actually, part of the bodice laid out here. This is where we're going to start. I've got the two front pieces and then the one back piece just laying right here. And the first thing we're going to do is just to stitch these together. So I'm just going to line up the seams, just a quick stay stitch along the top here. Now what I like to do is actually do a top stitch along the edge here. It's completely optional, but it makes it look a lot cleaner. Once I finish up, any other darts or alterations I need to do here, I'll do a top stitch in the top here too, just to make it lay nice and flat. But for now, I'm just going to leave these as is and stitch them straight across. So we have those sewn together. Now, the next thing that I'm actually going to work on is part of this whole frankenpatterning thing. The jacket that comes with this, the one that we're making, is it kind of comes around the neck like very close, and her jacket cuts down quite further, and it's almost like a square neck. So we're gonna have to put the collar on, but before we do that, we need to know exactly how much collar to make. So I am going to, I've just put this on really quickly to see sort of where I need to cut. And I'm going to start chopping this thing, so it should be fun. So for right now, I'm just going to stitch all along where I've pinned. I didn't have to cut too much. If you saw, I just did the two diagonals here to give it a nice square look. And once I stitch it, I'll kind of be able to tell if that's going to look, you know, the right kind of, you know, the right neckline is what we're looking for. So, so we'll see. We'll stitch it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see how I took the neckline in a whole bunch. Her coat actually gets pinned together about right here. We haven't done the tails yet, so there's still a piece here we're going to add, and then the tails in the back. But she pins it about here, and it just barely, you know, kind of snugs together. And then the neckline itself is pretty broad. Like I said, I cut like kind of the square neck here, and then it comes like just over sort of like the breast area. So instead of it kind of coming more like that. So yeah, looks pretty good. So I'm going to get the arms on now, so I'll show you how to construct the arms, and we'll get those going. And then all that'll be left is to kind of do finishing touches. All right, so the arms are very easy. These are our arm pieces. Again, they look really funky, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. These are literally just gonna fold in half, and then we stitch them. Ta-da! Arms. Alright, so cut this off. Now, putting the arms onto the coat can be a little bit tricky. Again, I didn't line this coat, so it'll be less messy, but it's still going to be tricky. So I'll show you how that's going to work. Okay, so we have our coat here. What we're going to do is we need, as always, we want our right sides to be touching so that we can stitch and then unfold everything. So I believe what I'm going to do is turn this inside out like that, so that my right sides are on the inside. And then I'm going to take, I think probably this guy, yeah. So basically what I'm doing is I turned the coat inside out, I turned the sleeve right side out so that the right side of each of the fabrics is going to be matching. Then you're going to line up the sleeve inside of the hole here. So it's probably best if you match up where the seams are, because that'll make it kind of cleaner. And then I'm just going to start pinning all the way around. This is tricky. It's another one of those scenarios where you have kind of a three-dimensional shape, so you have to work in 3 dimensions or it's not going to work. Don't try to pin this on the floor. You know, try to hold it up, or if you can, have somebody else hold it for you. So. If we flip this around all the way inside out again, we have an actual something that looks like a jacket. So there you go. There you have it. I decided to put some pleats in the top, so I did that. Yeah, so there you have it.